Welcome, 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 ladies. Good evening. How is everybody this chilly Wednesday evening? I am not sure when we're going to get out of this cold blast. Hello, Beth. How are you today? Hope you're staying warm. It is cold out there. Just getting myself all set up here. Beth is freezing. Hi, Joanne. Well, we know Joanne is pretty warm. She's still in Texas. Love the picture of you in the hot tub. I'm sure the rest of us wish we were sitting in that hot tub with you. It is mighty cold out there, mighty cold. Good evening, Dawn. How are you? Ooh, I forgot to whip my light out of here. Hang on a second. Let's get this up and going. Gives a little extra light to my workspace there. Here we go. Push this up a little. Get as much light there as we can. All right. Good evening, stamping friends. Oh, I just want to thank everybody for joining me today. Popping back in since I was not here yesterday. Got to get my schedule settled down a little bit. But I also scheduled a class, not knowing that it was 10 a.m. Eastern time. I was thinking for some reason it would be 8 a.m. and I could watch it. Nope, it's at noon, so I'm doing all of the replays, but that's okay. It's interesting and a lot of fun. So for those of you who are new to my page, welcome. I'm Linda from Linda's Stamp and Escape. And my page is a community of stamping friends and enthusiasts. That's why we gather here. This is where you can come and learn new techniques, stamping tips, and see new products. So we like to have fun. All right, Nicole just joined us. Hello, Nicole. Tonight, we are going to be working with scraps. Let me pull this out of the way. And I have been working on some projects and ended up with a whole lot of scraps. So I thought, why not use them up? This will be a great way for you guys to use up your scraps as well. I put my little sample of the gems right here so I don't forget my spin tonight. I do believe I have 2 spins because last week we switched to Wednesday night as well, so we didn't do the Tuesday night before, and of course we have to spin for Wednesday. So I got y'all covered. Hi, Kathy. How are you? So please do not let me forget to spin. We don't want to forget. I'm just going to keep that right up here in the corner, and hopefully that will remind me. I have my computer all set up to do that. Deb is joining us from northern Wisconsin. Hello, Deb. So, yes, we have been working the past few weeks with designer papers, and mainly because those were the top 3 picks out of the Celebration catalogs. We have just over 2 weeks left of Celebration. So, man, that goes fast. But instead of doing a Celebration item tonight, I'm actually pulling back the Heartfelt stamp set. This was one that we used last year. It was new, and it is on page 75 of the annual catalog. So, and then of course you can see my little scraps here, and all of those come from the True Love Designer Series paper on page 11. I did not get that sweet, but I could not resist that beautiful paper. So that is what we're working with tonight. And of course, you can see my Wild Magenta Madness. I'm going bold tonight. So we're going with that. That is one of our in colors. So this will be around for another year because it's through 2022. So we are good with that one. And I'm not real sure, but I brought the heart charms over just in case I wanted to add those to my card. But we are going to start. So I already pulled out my greetings, and I have all my paper cut. So my front and my inside are actually cut the same. So this is your basic card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, and then you will score at 4.25. And then our Magenta Madness, which is that wild pop of pink, since Valentine's Day is on Sunday. This piece measures 4 inches by 5.25. And then our card front is 3.75 by 5 inches. So it all layers nicely. And then the inside will do exactly the same. So we're going to bring that pop of color into our inside of the card. So again, we're using Heartfelt Stamp Set from the annual catalog. And then the designer paper comes from, of course, our mini catalog. So let's get this folded. I did not pre-score tonight, but I have my bone folder here so we can get a nice crease. And you can see that I have my mat out, of course. And this is because I'm using the clear stamps tonight, the photopolymers. And they like a little cushion underneath, and they stamp best that way. So let's just set our card base off to the side. And I have, oh goodness, here it is. I have the, now girls, can you believe I just forgot what that was called? And I have no cheat sheet, so I didn't write it down. So let me quick go into the catalog, and we'll look that up under the adhesive page. Okay. And this is the, why can't I find it? It's not the foam adhesive, but it's a sheet of adhesive. Oh, number 1, adhesive sheets. That's what I'm using tonight. I'm so sorry. Woo. So we're going to use the adhesive sheets, and that is going to cover the front of our card. So I'm actually going to start. I like this because they actually have some pieces on here that I can leave on, and that way I can line this up a lot better. If you pull the whole thing off at once, well, of course it's going to stick, and this way you can just pull this off by pieces, and when we get this all off, you're going to have one sheet of sticky. So this way I can just slowly keep that lined up. There we go. And then pull this back. bring out the rest as we push that right to the end. Look at how nice that lined up. Now, if that was one big piece and you had to pull that whole piece off the back, it would have been a little tricky. So, there we go. Now, what I'm going to do with this one is kind of do the same thing. That way I can hold it over here and still have my sticky. There we go. So there we go. And I want my designer paper to run diagonally. So I'm going to leave this here just so I have something to hold on to. And I am just going to grab a beautiful piece of designer paper and I'm going to stick it diagonally on my card. There we go. Now you could go light or dark. You can do whatever you'd like. It's just fun working with all these scrap pieces. Sometimes I throw these things away, and once I discovered how fun and easy it was to make cards this way, well, that was the end of that. I dug out all my scraps and decided it was time to keep them. Now here's a piece that's, now remember you can use both sides, but because this is a pattern, I don't want to use that one, so I'm going to use the flowers here. And you just want to butt those right up to the next one here. There we go. And then we're going to go into another dark one. And I'm just pushing them down as I go. And hunting down some paper. That there is going to be for my greeting, which was, by the way, also a piece of scrap. All right. I kind of like this one, so let's get that one in here. And I'm making sure that I do overlap the ends a bit so that I have no glue showing. Here we go. That's pretty, and let's add some more flowers on the end here. This should pretty much take us all the way to the end. Yes, it does. Okay, so now we got a nice alignment of paper. You can actually, I'm going to trim some of this off because we won't need it. We'll be trimming it all off really nice later. This one I'm going to go right up to the edge of my cardstock. There we go. All right, now we still got lots of paper left, don't we, ladies? Now we can pull the rest of this off because now we still have something to hold on to. Because if you would have just pulled it all off and left that all sticky, oh my goodness, yeah, it would be kind of weird. It would definitely be, what's the word I'm looking for? Hard to handle. All right, we're going to put a dark piece next to here. And then you're going to see me start repeating some of these colors. So we had that nice light colored one. Let's find that again. There it is. Do we have one that's a little wider? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, I see stripes. I didn't use that one yet. But we'll just use the little skinny one again. Nothing wrong with that. There we go. Now we can add another pattern. We're going to go with this beautiful one that we had down here. We're going to add that right there. Oops. Get that right to the edge. There we go. Oh wow, look how that piece fit together. It almost looks like it goes together. All right, I'm in love with the polka dot, so I gotta squeeze another polka dot in there. There we go. And then we'll go with these pretty little pretty little daisy flowers. Where'd I lose those? Here we go. She's a little thicker. Let's use this one. That one's got a trimmed edge, so we're going to start on that side and work our way up. Beth said this is super sticky. Yes, it kind of is, Beth. Which is nice when you're working with this, because now we don't have to worry about our ends peeling up. So, hi Barb, glad you could join us. All right, let's get, what do we need in here? Let's do this one. We don't have any stripes yet. We'll add that right on the end. And then we have one more little piece. And I think we'll add another flower. Let me go this way because I actually want that flower right on there. Oh yeah, he's sticky. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna flip this over and burnish this really nice. Make sure we got all that lovely stickiness onto our cut pieces. And now, oh my goodness, I think we have, I'll be making cards with these for quite a while, because look at all I have left. We'll start with this side. It was already started trimming before. Now those little niblets you won't have to save, but like this nice piece here, I would save that one. So yeah, you got quite a few cards out of all this scrap. Just think of all the pretty paper you guys have and all the different colors you can use. So let's keep the long ones, and even this wouldn't be bad because you could use that for an end. Them little bitty ones, those are gonna go. We don't want to push this all the way to hoarding, do we now? Of course, if you saw the dark side of my basement, which is where I store all my extra and retired stamping stuff, yeah, you might think I'm a hoarder. All right. And then we're going to just trim these off here. Wow, there we go. We're going to use this little guy here. He's going to be handy more than just for our greeting. All right, we'll get rid of our scraps there. Put that back. And look at how beautiful that is. And if you had different colors, I mean, oh my goodness, think of the Christmas papers you have at home and what cool designs you could create with that. It's nice to repeat a few patterns. It just brings everything all together. All right, let's put this on our mat. Again, that is the Magenta Madness. And speaking of sticky, this Stampin' Seal is pretty sticky too. I'm just going to see which way I like this better. Kind of liking this. So I'll put that down here. Let that pop. There we go. Flip this over and do the same thing. That's not going nowhere. All right. Now, let's get our greetings. So we are going to pull, I don't want to put this on yet because I've got some ribbon that I think I might use. And we'll get our Magenta Madness ink out here. Beth asked how that would work with intricate dies. I'm not sure. I think it might give you a really cool pattern. That is something we have to try, isn't it? I will tell you, I did try it with the, when I got home, with the foam adhesive sheets. And then I was going to punch out the butterfly, and those are just a little bit too thick to put through the punches. But if you're going to use, and not this will work in the punch, but the adhesive, the foam adhesive sheets was just a little bit too thick. I was just trying to find another fun thing to use this with besides just the regular adhesive sheets. I kind of wanted to see how the foam sheets would work, and they will. And you could die cut them, but you won't be able to punch those. It will not fit through the punch. That I learned. I like Vicky's comment. Hoarding? Who? Where? I don't know, Vicky. I was just telling my granddaughter, or yes, my granddaughter tonight that I have a storage unit that has too many boxes. And before COVID hit, we were supposed to be pulling all that out and selling some of that, but oh, thank you very much to COVID. So another 2 years will go by before I get to pull that stuff out. I am going to well, I think you heard that crash. I actually grabbed a different punch, but sometimes my hands don't work, and it went behind the table, and I'm not going to go get it. So I'm going to use the this little punch here, and I do know the name, but it's just not stuck in my head right now. So we're going to put this in here, and we're going to punch that out. So who can tell me which punch this is? Since we're a community of creative women stamping, which punch is this? Because Linda's mind just went blank. All right, let's get this on here. I love this verse. One of the reasons why I was very happy that this stamp set stayed, especially because I work in a candy store. So this verse says, being friends is better than eating candy, but let's do that too. Right, ladies? Got a little juicy on there. Okay, so we're just going to set that off there. And then I am going to, I need that ink yet, so I'm not going to close it. I'm just going to move it out of my way. I'm pulling out the big daisy punch. Ha! You thought I was going to use hearts, didn't you? Nope, not today. We are going with the daisies because I'm pushing spring. Spring, spring. All right. This is what I like. I like to punch 2 at a time, and then I take my bone folder and I fold the first layer of petals down. This is going to create more texture for you. And now I've got this guy flipped upside down, but I'm going to go down because when I flip them back over, all my little petals will be going up. That's how I like to create my daisies. All right, and then we are going to take a glue dot, of course, and stick that right in the middle. And we're going to offset these and push that down. And there we go. And of course, you got to add that second pop of color in there, don't we? There we go. Oh, that didn't turn out too good, did it? Let's see once. I think I got a little too mushy on there. Let's tap lightly. Deb says banner. Yes, It is the Banner Punch. Yay! Triple Banner, I believe it's called. Now that she gave me the hint. Thank you, Deb. Oh, that looks better. The E on the eating doesn't look so weird. All right, I'm going to have to trim a little bit of that off. All right, and then we're going to take another glue dot. And we're going to stick, I'm going to use about 3 of them here. I want to make sure it won't go anywhere with one, but this way it won't curl up on us or anything. So get that out of the way. We're going to pop that right in the center. Whoa. There we go. And y'all know me. I can't go too far without Wink of Stella. So we're going to put Stella right in the center. We're going to make that pink really pop. I love Wink of Stella, but I really do miss my glitter, so stamp it up if you're listening. We all would like our glitter back, please. Right, ladies? Right. I love doing glitter window sheets and the create your own glitter designer paper. Some of those things that I've done years and years ago, but can't do now without my glitter. All right, I'm going to trim this off a hair. There we go. And I do believe I'm going to pop that up. But before I do that, I am going to add a strip color. Here we go. And I'm not going to create a bow, but I just want a little added color there. It'll bring together all of our pink. A little more pleasing to the eye. Flip that over there. And before I pull that tight, I just want to make sure I'm straight. And speaking of straight, I have to say I love the grid paper, and I use that to line up my greetings. So I'll put the grid paper like right down here. I mean the nice bright red one, and I'll put my greeting right between the top and the bottom. The line will go between them, and then I put my block on, and then I actually line up my block by the bottom of the paper there. And then I know if I'm holding my block pretty straight, I will have the rest of it pretty straight. Okay, so there's our card front, and we're going to do this, and I want to see where my daisy's going to go, so I'm going to have to pull this out a little further. There we go. Now remember, we still got a little black, so if it hangs over, that's okay. Yeah, it looks about right. Okay, so let's get our dimensionals out here, and we're going to pop this up. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Joanne. All right, under, over. Yeah, I'm going to go above and beyond. How's that? Oh, that Wink of Stella. I'm telling you, she's perfect. I only need one here. Just going to go up just a hair on this so you can still see that strip of ribbon sticking out. The black really makes the rest of that card pop. Now, we're going to set this right over here, ladies, and then we're going to do the inside. I'm going to stamp this before I put it together as I hunt down my Memento ink. I have stays on, but I do like the Memento just a little bit better. Even though, don't we all love the smell of stays on when we open a brand new one? Okay, so we're going to have a little fun with this one. I am going to grab this little heart, and we're going to go a little bit off our paper and bring in that pink just a little bit. But you notice that I had my greetings tucked inside my heart, so that when I stamped it, I knew I would still have enough room to get my greeting in there, even though I was going off the paper. However, now I am going to stand up because I want to be able to see this very well. And I'm going to remove that. Now I can take that off. And this one just says, "So lucky to have a friend like you." And we're bringing in the black and the hot pink to tie the whole card together. So cute. And honestly, this is why we stamp, isn't it? We stamp to gather as friends. I can't tell you how many of you walked into a room as strangers and came out friends. And I have been very blessed with having wonderful stampers in my life who have just brought people together, and our retreats, my teams, my leaders. It's just been a fabulous 21 years. And if you think this sounds like a goodbye, oh heck no, it's not. If I could, I'd do this another 21 years. Let me see, could I? Maybe. I have a few friends that have been stamping in that age group, let's just say. We won't mention any direct ages. So there we go. Let's put this on the inside. And again, don't you love that pop of bright pink? It is bold. It says, "Hello, friend." And with the black, it really, really, really pops. So here's a homage to Valentine's Day, but not too much. I'm sure you guys already have your Valentine's cards already made, but that doesn't mean you can't send a little love to your friends, right? Okay. Now let's see here. I had, there it is, some of that the foam pieces, and I like using those. And I use this with my regular Stampin' Dimensionals as well. But this just holds it up really nice, and it's going to hold my ribbon on there so it doesn't go anywhere on me. Pop that across there. And when I'm cutting bigger pieces, like I cut a 3x3 out before, so you got some left over that you can use. Put this one on the bottom. No saggy spots, right, ladies? And the nice big one in the middle. I know some people are gasping, but no, I like it. I don't like my cards to sink in, and this will just hold it up so nice. And now we are going to pop this on our basic black, and that is just going to turn the whole thing into a wow card. Who doesn't like wow cards on Wednesdays? So do you get the little bit of shimmer on there? I think you can. Yeah. I love that Wink of Stella, and just that background is so pretty, and you can use any designer papers that you want. Don't throw them scraps away. Use them up. We have been going over how to make cards where you don't have scrap. So that is perfect. Loving this card. Turned out really nice. And I thank you ladies for joining me. However, I'm not going to let you go yet because I have some of my favorites to give away tonight. We're doing the Elegant Faceted Gems. And we are doing 2 drawings tonight. Oh, I love the little hearts, you guys. Thank you so much. I love the love. I'm feeling it. And that is what kept me in it for 21 years. You guys and the friendships and fun that we've had in the past 21 years. Yep, I'm going to go another 21. All right, I am bringing in my laptop here. So I do not know which date is which date, but I've got 2 different boards here that will spin. Let's do a full screen here. If I can, there it is. All right, let me just slide this down. Get a little bit of that glare off there. All right, so this is the first one. And it is Miss Chris Harmson. Congratulations, Chris. I got your name on here. Got your name on. All right. Let's go out of this one. Exit. Go into our next wheel. Go back into full screen. And let's see who wins the second pack. Good luck, ladies. And she spins. Joanne, congratulations. Joanne also just signed up to be in my downline. So happy to have you, Joanne. I think I may have to hand deliver these. So make room in that hot tub for me because I'm coming over. Coming to Texas to deliver your prizes. Ladies, thank you ever so much for joining me tonight. And keep a watch out. I am going to be posting classes before the end of this week or by the end of this week. I'm working on those. I want to have sign up for at least 2 of them before the end of February, so you guys have the opportunity to get in on Celebration one last time. So thank you again for coming back and joining me this Wednesday, and I so appreciate you guys jumping days for me. So have a wonderful day, stay warm, and I will be in touch. Thank you.